Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Rollsicle. My name is, of course, Nathaniel. I'm one of the hosts here at Rollsicle, and we are back on Magic Arena. So this hasn't really been on the channel too much, but there is one video up about Pioneer Masters Limited that I did. But this is going to be the first episode of a more of an ongoing series that we want to put up. Now, it's not going to be consistent, but it is going to be ongoing. And it is going to be another draft series, except this one is going to be what I am calling Road to Mythic. So what we have here is a rank that we have for constructed. Now, or I guess that's constructed. This is limited rank, right? So limited rank is the rank that I have in limited formats. Limited being the formats where you create the deck at the actual like event that you're going to, if it's in person, or create the deck in the process of playing it on Arena. We have bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, and then mythic. Those are the different like rankings that you can hit. And I have made it to gold before, and this entire series is going to be named. Now, I might actually name the individual episodes themselves, but the whole series is going to be in general Road to Mythic, because the goal is to get us to Mythic. Now, mainly the content is just going to be, hey, come draft with me. But we're going to be working together through different seasons on my main account here. For any of you that want to add me or anything like that, you can. If I know you personally, I will happily invite you. But we've got some resources. You'll see here that in not too long, I'll have enough for 2 drafts in terms of gold, and then I'll have enough for, I already have enough for 2 drafts in terms of gems. Hopefully between those 4 drafts, I can at the very least get enough gems to do a 5th one. So I do have the resources to draft for a while. And that is sort of the goal. We're going to go ahead and jump into this here. So this is our limited tab, the different limited options that we have. Now, jump in is its own thing. Quick draft is a lot like normal draft, except you don't draft against other people, you draft against bots, and you can take as long to draft each pick as you want. This can be a really good way to teach someone how to play draft, and it also is a cheaper entrance fee for those that are newer to the game, but a lower rewards output as well. And it also cycles through different formats, right? So this is Bloomburrow. I didn't get to draft a lot of Bloomburrow, so I might do something like this, either on camera or off camera, just to get to experience it, because Bloomburrow is not one I got to experience a whole lot of. That being said, the one that I am most, let's go to limited, the one that I am most familiar with and that I'll be doing today is, of course, Foundations, the Premier Draft for Foundations. And Premier Draft is just the 8 people that are actually people sitting around the table and drafting the cards. We have Premier Draft for Pioneer Masters. This is exactly what I did for the other video where I was experiencing Pioneer Masters for the first time. Had a lot of fun with that. Didn't have the best record. Spoiler alert for that video. I went 1-3, but it's okay. We had a decent white-blue Flyers deck that I didn't hate, and it was a lot of fun. So let's jump into this. This is the first video of the series, so I am going to go over a few more things than I normally would. This is how much it costs to do a draft, 10,000 gold or 1,500 gems. You can get different rewards based on how well you do. In this case, we want to shoot for 4 to 5 wins, because that's where we're getting back either 1,400 gems or 1,600 gems. Basically, you're getting back almost everything you paid here, and in this case, you're getting back a little more than what you paid. It makes up the difference. So if I bounce between these, I could theoretically draft infinitely. If I hit up here, I'm getting even more, but if I hit down here, I get significantly less winnings. 3 wins to 2 wins is the big jump. You go from 250 gems and 2 packs to 1,000 gems and 2 packs. So this is a massive jump here. We really want to try to get 3 wins, but as we continue to rank up and as we start playing better and better people, it's going to be harder for us to do so. All right, let's jump into this. These are the seats that are waiting to be filled. So again, you draft with 8 people on Arena. You can draft with however many people you want in person, but I highly recommend getting as many as up to 8 as you can. I've drafted more often than not. I draft with less than 8 people, and sometimes I even draft one-on-one with people where you have to do a bit of a different format. You can do different formats called like Winchester drafting and that sort of stuff. But you basically just mix it up a little bit because it's not as fun to draft normally with just 2 people. And when I do that, it is usually with Ashley, who is the other host here at Rollsicle. We do miss her on this video, but unfortunately, she is not able to make it right now. Now, fortunately, she is visiting family, and that's great, but she is not here over the winter holiday. All right, people, let's do this thing. We've got it. Table ready. We're waiting on this guy. Come on, man. All right, there we go. And then it will thrust us into it. We get to see who all we're drafting with there. And bam, we're in. All right, so first things first, this is Foundations. I love this set. If you guys haven't checked it out yet, we do have a sort of set review video going on, and I might even be doing a draft review video, but I will happily go over some of the cards here. I'm going to be taking Krenko Mob Boss because he's just a great card. This is a great rare to pick here. But there are some other powerful cards in this deck, or in this pack that we pulled. Mischievous Mystic is a great one that can create some flyers for you. Dazzling Angel is going to gain you life every time a creature enters. Reclamation Sage is a common card, or not, well, it's literally uncommon, but it's a well-known card that destroys artifacts and enchantments on entering. Feldar Savior is a lifelinker that can buff up some of your other creatures. Armasaur Guide is pretty decent. It can put some +1/+1 counters on stuff. This works well with the life gain deck, where every time it attacks you, gain life, someone else loses life. The Vampire Gourmand is pretty decent as well. Abrade is a classic. Uncharted Voyage is a pretty popular blue card here. All around, extremely solid pack. Okay, so immediately I see a Goblin Negotiation, which is not a great card, but does work significantly better with Krenko Mob Boss. That being said, we should not draft into just a single card like that. We are likely to see some of these come around if there are more in the packs. I don't hate Anthem of Champions, which actually works really well with a Krenko Mob Boss because it's going to be buffing up all of the goblins that are there. And of course, we're not stuck in red by any means. This is not a great red deck. I mean, creating 2/1/1 red goblin creatures is not horrible with Krenko either, but it's also not great. Looking at some of the other cards in the pack, the Gorehorn is okay. It's a little bit of a removal spell. Inspiring Paladin can be decent if you have +1/+1 counters. Light Shell Duo is okay. Make Your Move is acceptable removal, but I think there's nothing crazy in this deck. I could either commit to red here and goblins, or I could diversify a little bit and take another decent rare. Okay, what am I seeing in this pack? Zombify is a pretty good card. I'm actually a big fan of the Quake Strider Ceratops, but I know a lot of people that aren't that big of a fan of it. Blue is actually looking really open here, so that's something we want to keep in mind, is like see what colors look open. Although a Bite Down this early in the game is pretty decent as well. Stab is a great common. Blue is looking the most open, but you'll notice blue and black is the exact combination that I'm not in. But I also only have 2 cards right now. So I think here I'm going to lean into the Anthem of Champions a little bit and take the wonderful removal that is Bite Down. This is just a great card in general. And keep our options a little bit open. Blue-black is definitely looking much more open right now. So we might shift a little bit of our gears here. I don't think Essence Scatter is a bad card. Burglar Rat is okay too. Black is looking most powerful in this pack, but we could also just really settle down with another Bite Down, but we are kind of forcing green if we do that. So I'm going to take the Essence Scatter here and keep our options open. All right. This is where things begin to diversify a little bit. We can lean red here with Burst Lightning and take an acceptable red card, which actually might be. Or we could even take Fanatical Firebrand here, and it does give us a Goblin. I think I'm going to take Burst Lightning. It's a great card. All right. What am I seeing in this pack? Nothing too crazy. This card is okay, but it's definitely not crazy. Double target creature's power until end of turn is definitely not something I'm too worried about. It could be okay to play a wall here in case we end up in multiple colors, or we could even just take this white-blue land and hope that that works out well for us. I'm going to take this only because there's really no other great cards in that deck. I'm not a big fan of Preposterous Proportions. I don't think it does enough. But I also don't think any of these cards are really that crazy. So I think here I'm going to take a red-white land and just really keep our options open for the later packs. Okay. I don't really have a great flyer to put this on, but it definitely does keep my options open in terms of lands and colors. So Right now, this is the most open draft I've drafted in a while. This is our first pack coming back around, and sure enough, it is looking really open still. But we are seeing literally like white, blue, black, red, green, right? This is every color is available here. And we've kind of drafted into all of them. I think the best card in here is Uncharted Voyage, but the best card I have is Krenko. So I think I'm going to take Sure Strike. Okay, it kind of paid off here. We can take a Goblin Surprise now and lean a little bit more into Krenko. Blue is definitely open, so I'm going to lean into that with the Uncharted Voyage here. I will take a Fleeting Distraction, another Sure Strike, and Bulk Up is probably not getting played. Well, Sire of Seven Deaths is just a you win card, so we're definitely going to be taking it. But let's take a look at the rest of everything that's in this pack. Heraldic Banner isn't bad if you're in just 2 colors, because it's going to be buffing about half your creatures, especially if your creatures are more one color than the other. Sarah Angel is decent. It's just fallen from the grace that it was back in the day. This is completely unplayable and limited. Firespitter Whelp is a dragon that deals damage whenever you cast a non-creature spell. It's okay. It's just not great. It actually would work pretty well in the deck, in a blue-red deck, which is kind of what we're leaning towards. I don't think this card's great. Snakeskin Veil is pretty decent. This is just drawing cards, which is always great. You know, your lands. Ambush Wolf is just a 4/2 that flashes in. This is a Surveilling Angel. This guy's decent. He can get a creature back, but we are going to, of course, take Sire of Seven Deaths. That is a you win card all the way. I think here I'm going to lean Goblins if I can. So I'm going to take that guy because he's a Goblin. I'm also going to take Goblin Borders because he's a Goblin. And I think here I'm going to kind of lean out of... Well, I guess I'm not going to lean out of a specific color yet. I think we are most likely red-white or red-blue. I love this card. And I think I'm going to take it because we could just be a red-white aggro deck. So I already have a red-white land. I do. I don't really need the life gain, so if I end up just being red-white, I don't really need more of those, so I'm going to take more goblins here. Red-white aggro would love multiple heir apparents, but I don't think I need them. I will take this, actually, just in case we see more of them. If I see 3 or 4 in total, then I will actually take them and play them. Now, this guy needs power 4 or greater, and I think I have 2 of them already, and I don't have a lot of power 4 or greater payoff, so I actually might not be playing them too much. But this is a power 4 or greater payoff, so I will be taking the dog. I'm actually not a huge fan of this card, but it's okay. A Braid is decent removal if we're in red here. I haven't really drafted into green much. I could splash the Anthem of Champions if I end up in red-white. But I also don't have anything that splashes green other than the Gold Vein pick. So I think we might have leaned a little too hard into our opening rare, and that might kind of cost us in the long run. But that is sort of the mistakes that I hope to get better at not making once I get higher ranked. I think we can only learn from our mistakes. I think this is not a bad red-blue card that I'm going to run. And I think I might just have us lean red-blue now. It's not really playable. I'll take it, though. We might be red-white still. I guess I should. I'll only throw in Heir Apparent if we... I mean, my blue isn't actually that powerful. I could just be red-white here. A single Heir Apparent doesn't do anything for us, though. It's just a 2/2 for 2. I don't mind Dragon Trainer, honestly. A little bit of a top end. Unplayable. Take a blue-red land. Alright. I mean, I'll take that as a white top end. Alright, well, we're definitely not playing Elvish Archdruid. But this with the Gold Vein pick is an incredible combo. I also don't hate Thrill of Possibility. I think I'm going to take a Healer's Hawk here and just declare us red-white now. And start building into that. None of my green is playable. This might be. I don't need these blue cards, though. I don't have a blue card that's really worth playing right now. I'm not going for Coma. Instants and sorceries I cast cost 1 less might be okay, but we're not really... Another angel isn't going to matter to us. I think here I just take a Thrill of Possibility. Alright, well here we have a Claws Out, which is pretty good for a go wide deck, which is kind of what we're going for. I also am tempted to take a Helpful Hunter. I have a chance of seeing more of these come around than that. I think I'm going to take the Claws Out here. That is our first big win con. Heroic Reinforcement is exactly what we want, so I'm going to be taking that. In red-white. Here I definitely think that I'm probably going to take another Burst Lightning. Just to have more removal. Another Healer's Hawk is incredible for our deck. I don't think I'm going to end up seeing more of these come around. No, I won't, because we're on pick 7, so I'm not going to bother taking that. I am going to take this. I'm going to take another Burst Lightning. We might not run all 3 of them, but I am going to take it. I don't think I'm going to play that guy, but I will take him. I don't think I'm going to play this guy, but I'm going to take him. I don't know if I'm splashing this Anthem of Champions. It's more splashable with this, so I might. I'm not going to need this. I'm not going to need this. I don't think I need that. I don't have any life game payoffs. I'm only thinking about splashing the Anthem of Champions, not because it's that great of a card, but because we have such a go wide deck that this is extremely powerful. Ashley loves this card. It's horrible. I'm joking. I mean, it's not great, but she does love it. I'm not joking about that part. I'm not going to play all 3 of those guys, but I will happily take another Goblin Surprise. I will happily take another Goblin. And there we go. All right, this is an okay deck. I don't hate this. So let's start making some cuts, and let's see where we end up. So Heroic Reinforcements is a great play. I might cut one of these. I like how cheap the deck is right now. I'm not going to play Guarded Air. I just don't... Well... Let's look at our other top ends. I don't think I need Incinerating Blast. I don't need that guy. I'll throw Guarded Air back in just because it does go wide. Like, that is kind of what I want. Sire of 7 Death is just too good to not play. I think I could drop a forest here and go for another mountain. What else? We need to cut 3 more cards. I don't need all of these Courageous Goblins. I don't know if I need double Sure Strike. I think I'll run just one of those, and then How many things do I have that are even going to trigger this guy? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's probably enough. Keep our deck low end and just get rid of the guarded air, maybe? Would I rather pay 6 for the guarded air or pay 5 for this? 4/4 red dragon flying versus 2 3/3s. I think I need something in the air. I mean, this has reach. Yeah, I think I'd rather have something in the air. I don't hate it. I mean, our deck isn't built around him, but I'm not going to have a lot of opportunity to make him my thing because he's a Mythic, and he's going to be first picked every time that he comes up. So we're going to do a Sire 7 Deaths and hope that we can aggro and then just wait out until we get Sire 7 Deaths. That's basically a card that says, play me. If I don't get countered and they can't kill me the next turn, you win the game. So I'm very excited about that. It's crazy how fast I can go through a draft now. I have OBS over up on the side, which is where I record these right now, or at least how I'm recording them right now. And it's only been 21 minutes of recording. And I'm already through the whole draft, which is crazy. We're waiting for an opponent. I don't know why it is taking so long. Alright, so we're playing someone in silver, which is higher ranked than us, but hopefully that means if we can beat them, we get to go up. Now, this is not ideal, but we go first. I think we call this 2 lands and a dream. 2 lands and a dream, boys. In case he plays something that I can kill with the Burst Lightning, we are going to do that first. If he comes out with like a Healer's Hawk, I'm going to be glad I did. That's not going to be a Healer's Hawk. Alright, well. Give me a land, please. I need to kill that. If I attack with this guy and then play this, I can get a, I can get this to be a 4 power, which will give this guy his trigger. Doesn't do much, but it makes him a 3/2 menace, which is, I mean, decent. I mean, honestly, I'm just gonna... I think I'm just gonna rinse and repeat. I'm just gonna keep on the aggro. I don't love this, but I can't really do much right now. The reason I did that is because the 2 damage is able to kill this, and the Sure Strike is going to let me be able to kill something that has up to 5 toughness. Okay, that helps. So then we attack here. We have the Sure Strike if we need it in case they block. Which they will. So then we go for the Sure Strike. Which is pretty decent. If they didn't block, I have the Goblin Warders that I could then play out as the 4/3, which is really what I wanted to do, but they decided to block. It was probably smart. They have much more land than me. And this thing can be turned into a 3/3. They're actually looking at it. Looks like that might be the go. Yeah. And it's got Vigilance too. It's not a bad play. This is an interesting one. I think here I just cast this out. And just wait. I know I need to be aggressive, but I just don't have the lands to be aggressive right now. I really needed to pull more than one land in my first 5 turns, I think? 4 turns, maybe? I'm not going to be dumb and double block here. If our deck does what it wants to do, it's going to kill things faster than he can kill me. I might want the really expensive removal just to take care of somebody's big creatures, you know? I don't hate this because I have a flyer now. In case he doesn't have anything with reach, I can start kind of beating down on him. It also allows me to trigger this next turn. So if I attack with the flyer, if he doesn't have something with reach, I can make this a 4-3, which will then actually turn this into a 3-2 with menace. I mean, that's not bad. He's tapping very particularly. Alright, it's not a thing. I think I'm gonna stick with what I have as my plan right now. Which is basically just swing in here and then play this guy out. Which will make this guy bigger. Oh, it's only when it attacks. Okay, that's good to know. I mean, next turn we have a big surprise coming. I'll take the 3 damage. Looks like he's kind of mana screwed right now, which is pretty good. It's good for us. Again, I'm taking the damage because I'd rather have more creatures for this to hit. It's pretty good. This is at instant speed too. That's very good. Because now this is going to gain menace. Heroic Reinforcements is so good. I can't imagine not putting it in my deck. I don't know who would ever do that though. Alright, what you got for me? Okay. I mean, that's a good play. But he should have done it before the trigger. It's not a win, but it was an attempt. I mean, he takes 7 here. That's not bad. We can get him next turn at instant speed. Depending on what he plays. Well, I guess maybe not with the food. Might be better to play out the Dragon Trainer and last one more turn. But it also just depends on what he plays. Aggro kind of wants to end the game quickly, right? Oh, interesting. I mean, he can totally do that for me. No problem. Trying to think what's the play here. I think I probably go aggro here. If he doesn't block, he's dead. If he does block, we kill one of his creatures. Oh, wow. I mean, that worked out in his favor. Yeah, that's a game winner right there. All right, he took us. So I'm going to save time on the video and just go out here. I mean, he kills us next turn by just attacking, so. An incredible play from him. Maybe showing his silver and the fact that I'm only bronze. I had fun with that match. Just got outplayed. Thought the one white mana was safe, but I guess not. Although I guess that cost 2. Maybe he had another mana that I wasn't seeing? I don't know. Or maybe it only cost 1. I don't really know the card that well. Alright, well, we didn't get it that turn, but we can always try again. We had a pretty shitty go at drawing lands when we needed them. We're playing another bronze person, but it doesn't necessarily mean too much. I mean, I'm gonna keep it just to Krinko turn 4, but... Suddenly the aggro deck is now the control deck because I should wait and get to Sire. Did we mulligan? Hello! Hello! I mean, I'm here for a turn 4 Krinko. If they don't have removal for it, it just starts popping off. They might have removal for it. I mean, they have the potential of bite down here. Oh, adventuring gear. Or adventurer's gear. Alright, let's get something to play on turn 3, please. For the love of everything. I mean, this create 2 1/1 goblins is pretty decent. I don't hate it. Is it at instant speed too? Yeah, I don't hate that. All right. I don't have a way to give the Krinko haste. So he has to survive a turn. But assuming that he does... I mean, he hasn't equipped this yet. Oh no, is he going to equip it now? Or they? I guess I shouldn't assume. Are they going to equip it now? Because they should have equipped it before they played their land. Oh... I'm just going to go ahead and Goblin Surprise here. So right now, Krinko taps and creates 3 more on my next turn. Oh, a 1/1. An interesting play. All right. He needs to remove it, or I start making a lot of goblins. I mean, honestly, Dwayne adventuring gear? Baby, if you're watching this, this is one of Ashley's, like, underrated card picks. I mean, look at that. Crazy. Didn't give it trample, though. Just putting that out there. I think I'd rather get more goblins, though, than I would block. No! I knew he was going to have a way to remove it. Ah. I'm mad. Okay, now I block. Now is an easy block. I mean, to be fair, he had to do that, or I was going to pop off. So, if they didn't do that, it was gonna be brutal. I don't want to take 4. Alright, let's push our advantage. Come on. Please give me the treasure token. Please, because then I can sire next turn. Monkey D. Luffy is really thinking about it. You guys like my beholder guy? He's cute. Get him! Let's go. Huge. I think I'm going to go ahead and just kill the Dwynen's Elite. In turn. Alright, so next turn I have 4, 5, 6, 7, then I can play out the Sire. It basically just wins the game. First strike, Vigilance, Menace, Trample, Reach, Lifelink, Ward. It's a 7/7 for 7 with 7 keywords on it, and the ward is pay 7 life. I mean, it's just a great card. I feel bad for this guy because he can't possibly see this coming. And it's so different than the rest of the deck. I mean, fair. Hey, he learned. He learned. Is he going to play out another creature? Hey. Is he going to attack you? If he attacks with a 3/3, I'll definitely send in my 2/2 next turn. Yeah, let's go. You love to see it. All right. Seven, 7, first strike, lifelink, menace, ward, reach, trample. God. It doesn't even tap. Has vigilance. The healer's hot gold vein pick combo too. Y'all. Alright, and just like that, he stares down the 7/7. He has to have something to get rid of it or we win. That did not get rid of it. But it does make it blockable. Alright. There goes nothing. No matter what happens here, we go up to 25. I mean, we got just a you win card, right? Unless they can remove it. And even if they remove it, they pay 7 life, so it's still worth something. It's a double block. It's got Menace, buddy. I'm sorry. That's probably smarter to just double block with the 1/1. No, is he going to take it? Give me a treasure token. There it is, folks. I'm going to leave it on him. The 8/8 is more intimidating. I mean, he doesn't have any flying, so or reach. So really, I mean, putting the gold vein pick on a flyer isn't a bad idea. And I'll probably do it next turn. I only put it on him this turn because they can't attack. But having on him as a blocker is probably better. Also just makes it harder to bite down. And even bite down targets it, so you'd still have to pay 7 life. Oh. Oh, I think this game's just over for them. Unless they have the destroy all creatures. That could win the game. That could win them the game, is destroy all creatures. I think he might think that he can kill this by having enough power and toughness, but it's got first strike. It didn't need first strike, but it's got first strike. It didn't need trample, but it's got trample. Honestly, it didn't need reach, but it's got reach. I would also be questioning what I'm doing with my life. It has been a good game. Please send a 1/1 into me so I just gain 8 more life. There's only one way to learn. That you probably, unless you have something in hand that can win you the game, you probably should have just conceded. Honestly, the fact that he did his bacon to pie on my Krinko when he really needed to save it for this, but I don't blame him because Krinko would have popped off too. Is he just going to let his timer run out? Did he just leave? No, he's there. Oh, he moved to... I guess he can re-equip, maybe? Is that what it's giving him time for? Alright. There we go. In this house, we turn rectangles sideways. In case you're ever wondering why the tokens take this shape, is that that's actually how they used to look on the cards. They didn't used to be a full art like the normal cards. They used to have that kind of like rounded top. They don't make them look like that anymore. It's still got Menace. Oh, buddy. Oh, no. I really want you to get the treasure token. I'm sorry. It has first strike. It has first strike. I told you it's just a win the game card. In case you were curious, it is indeed just a win the game card. We might have a really good first draft just if we can be lucky enough to pull Sire a couple times. I mean, he's buying himself turns. Oh, no, 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 no. It's until end of turn. It's until end of turn. And I guess there's no reason to swing in and just lose my Healer's Hawk in case he does have something. We just keep making him sack 2 creatures a turn. He has to block or he's dead. And if he's not careful, the trample might get him. I mean, I guess there's no way the trample could kill him, but if he's not careful, the trample could do still 3. Realistically, if he blocked with these 2, the trample could do 4. Alright, trample will only do 1. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I don't blame him. I do not blame him. Alright. 1 loss, 1 win. Not really the order you want to do those in, because then you're not going to get to the 3 wins that you really want to get to. Because 3 wins is that big jump from 250 to 1,000, but here we go. Bet you guys thought this was going to be a fast video. Well, actually, you know how long the video is. It's got a timestamp. But I bet you might have thought it was going to be a fast video with red-white. Nah. We're playing red-white control over here. Red-white aggro, scare him a little bit. And then if I pull Sire of 7 Deaths, you switch gears real fast. I love this Tiny Bones avatar. That's cute. I just have one of the base ones. I haven't bought any other ones. Alright, we're seeing our green here, which is decent. I don't mind this. Like a 2-drop, a 3-drop, a 1-drop, and yeah, I love it. If they play something on turn 2, we can kill it with Burst Lightning. They're just going and getting a forest? Or a swamp, okay. Alright, we're ready with our Burst Lightning. So we kill whatever they play on turn 2, basically. Yeah, we kill that. That thing's powerful. That is worthy of getting killed. Alright, Cerberus time. I mean, I'm gonna have a lot of creatures dying if I... Okay, he's got a good blue-black deck going so far from what I've seen. Yeah, I'll just play out the land here. Alright, I'll offer the trade. I hope he takes it. Dang nabbit. Alright, we'll take another 4/3 though. This doesn't untap unless a creature dies, but maybe we'll get lucky and pull like another Burst Lightning. Ooh, that's less than ideal. That's a really good card, by the way. Alright, well, we're officially trying to stay alive now. So... no attacks, maybe? Yeah, no attacks. In turn. We can Goblin Surprise. I need one more land to get the Dragon Trainer, which will give me a flyer to block this thing, because right now he's just cycling whatever he wants. I mean, that doesn't change the game. That's a pretty good card. Okay, I'm okay with this. I think now we just instant speed out our goblins. It's only +2/+2. Yeah, I think here we just wait it out. Playing a flyer here is pretty decent. We have a pretty good board to make it to sire. I mean, I know we still need 2 more lands, but we do have a pretty decent board for that. Alright. I don't hate that card. I don't think that it... I mean, I don't see a card in his deck right now that's paying off too much for that. Okay, Grow from the Ashes is pretty decent here, because he's going to just get a bunch of land. But he doesn't have a landfall trigger. I mean, he's got 7 land. That's impressive. I mean, I could just go for the claws out here. I think it would be a little funny. I don't hate the idea of that, honestly. I keep my big hitters. I maybe lose my small ones. Sure. You guys want to see interesting games, right? No blocks here would be huge. Okay, that's a good block. That works out. That's great. We get a kill there. That's great. We get a kill there. Okay. I don't hate it. We do a lot of damage. We untap a 4-2. That's pretty decent. I mean, okay, he's getting the 3 Death Toucher here, but... Or is he going to do that? He shouldn't. Yeah, okay. Alright, this is pretty big. I think we offer up a bunch of trades here, because if we can sire out, we win the game. Yeah. I'm okay with it. Alright. So now we have a 1/1 flyer on the board, and he has whatever he just drew. I mean, this is going to help us win, so... Woo! A great game against a pretty good green, blue, and black deck. I don't have my 3 color combination names memorized. Maybe it's Golgari? I don't know. How wrong am I? How wrong am I? All right. We officially have 2 wins. And that one, we didn't even play Sire of 7 Deaths. Let's see. I don't know if you guys can hear that. My headphones that have the audio for the game that is going to me over here like they're going crazy. They're having a jam. All right. We're 55 minutes in now. This has been a longer one for these first 3 games. The game is taking its time to find our opponents. Oh, entering match? Nope, waiting for opponent. Here we go. A gold. They said, nah, slow down, boy. They said, slow down there, boy. But a completely playable hand. Play a 1-drop, please. Nope. This is looking a lot like our first game. Yeesh. Not what we wanted to see. Say hello back. Ooh. I think I'm going to discard the... Ooh. Maybe Dragon Trainer here? Or the Anthem. The Anthem's not playable until I pull green. Well, that changed it a little bit. That does change things a wee bit. Attack, he said. Enter him. So the reason I'm not doing this now is in case I need to burst lightning something I can, but I do have the Goblin Surprise as a backup. Blue-black is a pretty heavy control deck, so I'm definitely going to want to lean into aggro a little bit. I'm not going to block. I want my goblins. Alright, he was going to get that trigger either way. The next turn, if I don't have the mob boss, I actually don't hate killing this and just hitting for 4. We're an aggro deck. Oh my gosh. I mean, I stand by what I said. We're an aggro deck through and through. Plus, he's not going to do that much damage to us. With his 1/1 burglar rat. Watch him turn it into a 10/10. Major punishment. If he plays out something that's really good that I needed to kill with my burst lightning, I'm going to kind of be a little upset. Because I probably shouldn't have played so aggressively. Especially because I have Sire 7 Deaths now, so like I should really try to get to 7 mana. It's not going to be easy to get to 7 mana, but I think I can Krinko. Oh no. Down goes the Dragon Trainer. That's tough. Double those into that is wild. Ugh, not what we want to see. We are being bled out now. It's a pretty easy attack here, though. Just to keep the damage up, because he's about to start drawing cards and attacking for free. Well, when I say for free, I mean it can't be blocked. Mana screwed. That's about to go wild with the Gourmand. Oh my gosh. What a combo. Holy crap. Y'all, you can sack the copies of this and make more of them. He has an infinite combo on board. Who can grow faster? Krenko or Homunculi? My money's on Krenko. But it might be Homunculi. Let's see, this is multiples of 2. This is just doubling. I mean, they both double. No, he's gonna bounce Krenko. No one likes you. Alright, so he sacks the Burglar Rat, makes 2 more of these. Infinite combo. Definition of what I needed the Burst Lightning for. Why was I so greedy? Why? Alright, well. We are dead. He sacks one of the Homunculi here and still makes 6. 3 more, goes to 6. Jesus Christ. Sacks a token. What a freaking combo, dude. What a combo. I'll draw one more card. I'll draw one more card. Yeah, no. Alright. It was a good game. We got obliterated. They sent us against one of the best decks, though. I think Arena does actually do that a little intentionally. Like, if you have a streak where you're doing pretty good, they'll put you up against a good deck. All right, well, we either go 2 and 3, or we keep on keeping on. I hope they give us a little bit of grace and don't throw us into gold when we're still in bronze. Like, give me some practice time. All right, they threw us a bronze. Oh my gosh. I mean, I can Goblin into Krinko, Abrade, Burst Lightning. I don't think I panic because of the Healer's Hawk here. Now a first turn draw planes. What a play. What a play. Oh, he mulliganed. This is good. It was not a first turn draw planes. Cancel. Not what I meant to do. In turn. I am going to kill whatever he plays, though. Because I need to prolong this game. I don't have land. Oh, alright, cool. Definitely not what I wanted to see, but it's a start. We have a whole nother turn to draw land. Whole nother turn. Is he going to Burst Lightning my own thing? Oh, God. I guess theoretically I should have attacked first, but we're getting mana screwed again. I have enough lands in this deck. In fact, there are 15 lands in this deck. Every other card is a land. Oh, that's pretty cool. Let's go. He's gonna quickly outnumber us here. That'll do it. All right. I guess we just play the long con here. They might double block, but that's okay. They can't block this guy. I mean, they can, but then they don't block the Slumbering Cerberus. Either way, we untap him or he dies. Okay. I don't blame him for that. Sure. Alright. I mean, y'all, this is not what we want to see. This is a horrible, horrible hand. I hope you guys did not have to deal with hearing that crash in the kitchen. I also hope that my roommates are okay. Alright, I guess he maybe got mana screwed? I don't know. I kind of feel bad for bro over here. Because now we can double removal next turn. I mean, we probably kill him next turn. Because these guys will become 3s in power and toughness. Even if he plays something huge here. Alright, that's like the one thing he couldn't have played, but that's okay. That's a big drop. I think we go ahead and kill one. And then I think I would rather get the damage done. Kill that. Full swing. He can't block these guys. And he trades if he blocks here. There it is. Alright, so we got the 3 wins, which gets us 1,000 gems back, which is huge, by the way. That's definitely... And we're moving up in the bronze tier over here. We're on the road to Mythic. It's almost like I named it that for a reason. Alright, well... 3-3 at the worst is not bad. We take literally any time I draft on Arena, if I go 3 wins, it was worth it, because then you can basically view it as you're going to get 2 packs from the 3 wins, and then you also got to open the 3 packs. So like Sire of 7 Deaths is a pretty worthwhile card. I mean, sure, there's not value on Arena in the sense that I don't have to pay like $8 for the card, but I do have to use a Mythic wild card on it. And that's nice to not have to do that now, because I promise you, Sire of 7 Deaths is probably playable in at least a standard deck somewhere. I don't know what standard deck, but at least a standard deck. It's got to be a playable card. I'm curious if it's legendary. I haven't paid that much attention to it. That would definitely change things. I don't know why it's taken so long to find us matches today. Go. Bom, bom, bom. Okay. Cool. We disconnected or something like that. It happens. I knew that was a weird noise. Right back in. Magic the Gathering Arena allows you to see which of your friends are playing right. Okay. Digital-only cards have a small arena logo in the space where the hollow foil stamp normally is on a printed card. We're making progress, boys. We have surpassed the hour mark. Obviously, these videos are longer if we have a longer run in the draft. If we go 0-3, we would have already been done for. We've played 5 games already. Going on 6. Frappa. Oh. I can play this. I can't play this, but I have the green source for when I do pull up lanes. If I do pull up lanes, I should not assume. Well, that worked out pretty well. So now I just need to actually make creatures. Because right now I only have 1 creature. Yeah, I think I... Oh, the temptation to just get to 7 now. I think here I'm gonna... What am I gonna do? Do I just abrade? Make this game go long? No. I mean, yes, that's what I'm gonna do, but... I think I'm gonna do it at instant speed. See if he plays something that's more dangerous, that's more worth killing. Well, he's probably not going to. If he goes to combat and attacks, I'll just kill it. If he has a way to, like, giant growth, buff it up and save it, I do get a little punished for waiting until his turn, but... Ah, now see, that would have been more worth killing. See? This is the problem. Alright. Fire Spitter Whelp it is. We are at a standstill right now here. Which is, I mean, for all intents and purposes, kind of favorable. I'm not going to risk that. I can take a damage. I can go down to 20 health. I need my Fire Spitter Whelp. Oh, goodness. Okay. All right. Okay. Not really what I wanted, but I guess this works well with this. I don't really know what to do here. I'm gonna get out that. And then cast this, ditching the Sure Strike. Hope that I can pull a land. For the love of everything. Oh, I pulled a land. My goals of this match have changed. Go down to 18, boy. That's what you get for killing my hawk. Alright, well that's gonna make a couple of elves. Oh boy. Alright, it's time to Krenko and hope. Did he save more removal? I mean, he's making 1/1s as well, I would like to point out. But he's just making them at a slower rate than I am. I will just take the 6, honestly. Krenko's gonna make me enough chump blockers. Land? That's kind of huge. Oh, he does have something at instant speed. I don't know what. All right. Yeah, I don't hate that. If he removes Krenko after I got a bunch of goblins from it, I'm gonna find that very, very funny. I mean, obviously he could have drawn the removal now, but... Does he have, like, preposterous proportions or something? Like, what? Well, we don't have the double white source. Wow, okay, so we don't just win. But... we do come pretty darn close. It's Krenko doing Krenko-y things. It's a pretty good card to play now. And that's why it's in the deck. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that is why. I guess even this will kill at this point, so... yeah. I think... yeah. Wait! No! No! Oh, a misclick. A complete and utter misclick. Could cost him the game if he gets a board wipe. I mean... that should have been used on Krenko. That should have been used on Krenko, I think. All things considered. Alright, boys. Now we know what to do. Block them up. Congratulations. Overrun and win. Yeah. Krenko's powerful. There it is, boys. We're in silver. Road to Mythic. Here we come. Silver is the second step on the road, so, you know, all things considered, pretty decent. All right, we're up to 4 wins, going on 5 now. So 4 and 5 is where we want to fall to Infinidraft, is what I'm going to call it. So really, if we get a win here, we're on the good side of Infinidraft. But even if we get a loss here, we're on the acceptable side of Infinidraft. We finally get a really good-looking hand, all things considered. I mean, we have our colors in case we pull our Anthem. We have Heroic Intervention now in case we pull a 4th land. I mean, Courageous Goblin Whelp into Heroic, I mean, is pretty decent. I don't love that. I don't love that. I'm just gonna kill it. It's a really good life payoff for a white-black deck, and he's playing a white-black deck. I think I'm better off just... Theoretically, I have a Sire of 7 Deaths in here. I don't know if that was a good decision, but it might have been, and that's what's kind of worth it, in my opinion, so... This is probably better to get the Whelp out. It's also a flyer, for what it's worth. I mean, I should have expected that. I do get a little burn for not saving the Burst Lightning. I mean, I'll take 3 in this case. I'd rather have my Fire Spitter Whelp do some damage when I cast these other spells. That's a much better use for my Burst Lightning. And then I guess here I will Thrill. Don't really need the Sure Strike. Alright. Our deck is doing something. Oh, God. That's about as bad as it could get. That's about as good as it could get. Well, that's what we call luck. Does he have an indestructible instant? Nope. Alright. Burned big time on his part. Next turn into Heroic Reinforcements probably just wins us the game. Alright, I'm gonna attempt it. It's not crazy. I am okay with this. He hits me for a guaranteed... Ooh, a lifelinker. Not what we want to see. Alright, the game is a gaming. Alright, he doesn't have reach, so it's a pretty easy attack there. If I draw... Yeesh. Alright. Alright. He's dead on board. Oh my god. What a pull. What a pull. I've already cast both Burst Lightnings, so I don't have any more direct damage. It's probably not worth attacking here. Alright, he stabilizes. He gains life, draws a card, makes it bigger. It's huge. What a payoff. Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, that didn't change much. I guess at this rate, At this rate, I have to attack. Okay. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. I believe we win. But we cut it close, darn it. We cut it really close. Woo! Alright. There we go. Pretty good stuff. That was, whoo, buddy, I was scared. He pulled that rare out of nowhere, and I got panicked. We got a Dustmourne card here. Good stuff. All right, so we're on the 5 wins, right? So literally, we are getting more gems back than what it would have cost for me to do this draft. Now, I paid gold for it, but realistically, if I had paid gems, I would actually be getting back all of the gems I paid, 100 more gems, and I get to keep all the cards I drafted, and I get all the packs that I win. It's just a huge thing all around. The downside is when you go 0-3 and you get 50 gems back. That one really hurts, but we all have our 0-3s. It's part of the game. I actually went 1-3 on the Pioneer Masters draft video, right? So that was rough. But to be fair, I'm never going to kick myself for 1-3 on a brand new format. Honestly, the fact that I got a win, that's a dub. That's a dub, boys. All right, they're throwing us back at gold here, looking for us to get our loss. And a loss we might get. This is not a very keepable hand. You know what? We already have 5 wins. This is very keepable if we pull a mountain. I'm going to keep it. You never know. I mean, that's about as close to pulling a mountain as we could have gotten. And that is a Burst Lightning waiting to happen. We do not let him untap and potentially protect it. We kill the Scavenging Ooze immediately. I don't hate taking this to my Sire of 7 Deaths. I've already got 5 of the 7 lands I'm going to need. Mono green is not going to kill this thing very easily. Well, okay, I might stand a little corrected. I will hit you with that. Hello. This is one of the most underrated cards. I love it. Treetop Spinner. It's a banger of a card. Yeah. I think we wait out the Sire here. Oh, he's going to attack. Yeah, I'll pass on that. No blocks. Didn't even put the +1/+1 on it. It's an interesting choice. Ooh. I don't hate Thrill of Possibility here. I guess let's move to combat and see what he does. Is he going to have like an ambush wolf or something? I think I'm going to play out my land and just hold up the 5-cost Burst Lightning or Thrill possibility. I mean, let's play it slow. We have a Sire of 7 Deaths here. We have a game-winning card in our hand. That's a better target for the Burst Lightning. Although I don't love that the Treetop Spinner actually could kill our Sire of 7 Deaths if they fought each other. I don't love that for us. Yeah, I think here we definitely Thrill. We don't need a Claws out. We don't have enough payoff for it anyways. Yeah, I'm okay with a Sure Strike to get rid of the Spider. I don't hate that. Alright, next. No attacks, because I want to kill the Spider with a Sure Strike. My man managed to build mono green. Like, respect to him. Cool. Alright. We got to go for it. I don't think he's going to have a counter, but he might be able to buff it up. Honestly, I'm glad that that's there and he doesn't use it on Sire, so I think here I just abrade the other guy. Alright. I have the better card in hand. I almost guarantee you. That's a tough one to come by. If he has another bite down, I'm going to cry. Holy crap! Y'all, you guys will never see this again. A completely unplayable card except in mono green like this. Holy crap. Well, I mean, he had one plan and it worked out. Jesus. I don't think there's a way I can win this based on the cards that I have in my deck. I mean, I guess I could Krenko. I could get lucky in Krenko. Go wide probably beats go tall. Alright, we create a couple goblins. We block. We block next turn as well. He just keeps making this bigger. I don't think we have a lot of turns left. Oh god. The mono green deck beat us because he had the perfect play to counter us. That's insane. There's no difference if I block 2 of it. Alright. It was a good one. A good run. That being said, I got 5 wins, which is positive, so we cannot complain about that. Oh, we lose a tier. Alright. Well, there we have it. We begin the road to Mythic. I think, what was that, the first game that we were at Silver that we lost, or is that the second game? Either way, We did it. We got 5 wins. We got 1,600 gems, 4 packs. A pretty good, overall, a pretty good claim, right? Because now we still have another 10,000 gems to do another draft. And I am now up to 4,660, or sorry, 10,000 coins, gold coins, or gold. And then 4,660 on the gem side of things. And I still have some gems and gold on my alternate account, which is where I did the Pioneer Masters draft. The reason I didn't do that on here is I wanted to make sure I have as much as possible to keep doing these so that I can actually make a Road to Mythic series where you guys can watch me climb the ranks a little bit. And yeah. All right, well, we built... Which one of these did we just build? I guess mainly the red-white aggro, right? There it is, aggro. And we got beat by mono green. That was quite the crazy final game. All right, if you guys enjoyed the video, please, please, please leave a like, comment down below, and then a subscribe on the channel. Does mean the absolute world to us. We have got all sorts of content coming out here at Rollsicle. We've got essay videos, we've got going over Magic stuff videos, we've got gameplay of Magic videos, we got Let's Play content, all the sorts. We might settle into specific styles of content, but for now, we're kind of just exploring everything, having fun with it, and yeah, just seeing what lands. So if you guys enjoy a particular type of content, make sure that you support it. Let us know down in the comments below. I hope to see you guys in some of the future videos. Until then, may the rolls be ever in your favor, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace out.